The National Transportation Safety Board has wrapped up its on-scene investigation of Southwest Airlines Flight 182. On Friday, the 737 made an emergency landing after part of its roof peeled off. Today, the FAA will order dozens of 737s to undergo emergency inspections. Randall Pinkston has more now from LaGuardia Airport in New York.
The Federal Aviation Administration is requiring special inspections to spot metal fatigue in aging Boeing 737s, like the one involved in Friday's emergency landing in Yuma, Arizona. The inspections will use electromagnetic technology to scan the fuselage.
It was not believed that this was an area that could fail until we see it now.
Part of the fuselage of Flight 812 ripped off Friday, less than 30 minutes after takeoff. Passengers were shocked to see a hole in the cabin ceiling. The 15-year-old Southwest jet had logged 39,000 takeoffs and landings. Most of the planes Southwest grounded have passed inspection and are back in service, but the disruptions caused nearly 700 flight cancellations. Despite the inconvenience, most travelers say they'd rather play it safe.
They need to keep the planes safe by grounding them, then that's what you got to do.
I feel like when something like that happens, they're going to put some extra care into the next flights going out.
Cracks did turn up on 3 more Southwest planes. Checks on the remaining jets are expected to be completed by late Tuesday.
We have no reason to believe that there are significant difficulties or deficiencies in the fleet of airplanes flying.
Boeing is drafting a service bulletin due later this week to describe the inspection techniques recommended for similar airplanes. Randall Pinkston, CBS News, LaGuardia Airport, New York.
And for more, we are joined from Washington by Mark Rosenker. He is the former chairman of the National Transportation Safety Board. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I want to get some information from you, if I could. How do cracks like the one in the Southwest airplane over the weekend go without being noticed?
Well, we're talking about a phenomenon that nobody really knew about. We're talking about something that you don't know what you don't know. That's a simple statement right there, and it may sound strange when you're talking about sophisticated advanced technologies like aircraft, but sometimes phenomena like this do happen, and here is a case.
Could this problem affect aircraft other than 737s?
Certainly. Last October, a small piece of the crown of a 757 came off. So fatigue happens in all aluminum type aircraft, all metal type aircraft. When you're talking about cycles, landings, and takeoffs, it does create stress on the aircraft skin and potentially problems.
All right, so how do you avoid this problem before there's another incident like the one in Arizona?
Clearly, inspections. Inspections are a significant piece of what needs to be done here. And whether you do it on an annual basis, whether you do it on a semi-annual basis, whether you do it every few months, it is critical that the inspections be done so that we prevent this type of situation from happening again.
So what do you know about these new FAA mandated inspections?
Well, they're going to be describing exactly what needs to be done. And of course, in combination with the service bulletin that the Boeing Aircraft Company will put out, this will be a pretty substantial way of understanding exactly what happened and preventing this type of thing from happening again.
In the meantime, though, what is this going to mean for airlines like Southwest if they have to ground their planes?
Well, they know that this is a necessary inspection that must be done. They do not want to be taking any chances with an aircraft that may not be airworthy. So this is clearly the right thing to do. Both the FAA and Boeing putting out these documents will go a long way to making our aircraft as safe as they can be.
Do you think the public should be worried at all? I mean, or is this something that can be easily fixed and it's underway as we speak?
Well, certainly once we have understood the phenomenon, and again, this is just the beginning. The NTSB has not come out with its conclusions yet. They're sending that piece of skin to their Washington, D.C. laboratories for a meticulous examination. After they do that, we're going to learn a lot more.
And no doubt. And, you know, with these additional inspections and having perhaps to ground planes and this and that, will that result in increased fees when it comes to purchasing a ticket on airlines?
Oh, I'm not convinced that this is going to translate into higher fares. This is an issue of safety. And safety comes first. There's no doubt about it.
All right.
But when you ask how serious a problem is it, certainly it's a serious problem. But still, the most dangerous aspect of the flight itself is your drive to the airport.
No doubt. Okay, but I want to ask you this personal question. Are you at all worried about getting on a plane?
Not in the least. I've flown 737s for many years, and I look forward to flying them again. It's more fun to flying in the front of the airplane than it is in the back, but I'll fly anywhere I need to.
Well,
on a
we're not all
737.
skilled to fly in the front of the airplane, but we do appreciate your insight, Mark Rosenker.
Well, I'm at first class.
Oh, I thought you meant behind the controls. All right.
Well, having flown the simulators on those aircraft, they're fun to fly as well.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us. We do appreciate it.
My pleasure.